Wonim anka me Godfred Dame anka shamefully me de manim guasie ebe kama no atum ka nya de a mekasa senie gabi num asante bedi etuo num osafo mafo num MPP free power yenti omonka no anka me Godfred Dame that is how I'm gonna act. Because Godfred Dame ayobia ye won docket dada. And he himself ya aware say ye fifi niama mu enne ya obetumi akọ jail. This is the man na ye chino on tape say or try to influence justice. Mokai last year before the election na omudi ato force na kwagina court ambulance trial na Jakpa ehunwom na Godfred Dame catch Jakpa abra na Jakpa record no how they will influence and then make sure they jail at force but Jakpa ampe boni nti wanye Jakpa nye na Asɛm na yɛden ɛna aba no yɛsɛ mmere yɛdi nkaso. Private Citizen Petitions General Legal Counsel to investigate former Attorney General Godfred Dame over allegations of professional misconduct in Atoforsen trial. Nti yɛsɛ Ghana ni bi a petition ɛyɛ General Legal Counsel sɛ wɔn investigate ɛyɛ former Attorney General Godfred Dame how a wɔsɛ handle Atoforsen case no. Any senior say dan niamani senior na all try to influence justice no sadia no na enyadia eye so the General Legal Counsel should try their possible best and then investigate somebody like Godfred Dame na me kaimu the audio is here me pese me kobo audio na mutie how Jakpa recording Godfred Dame abrana o kachire Jakpa say omuano na omontimi prosecute at force abra to force innocent yenti audio.
You pay only after the goods have been delivered because that is also the contract also.
Yes, but then the financial instrument for the project is an irrevocable letter of credit. So that credit letter has already been sent.
Hold on, no problem. But in my view, that letter of area, the contract requires that you pay by letter of credit. Not so.
Yes, in addition, we should establish it upon the front of the contract. So already you have paid.
Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes. Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulances, since there was no advance mobilization, advance payment, that LC was a security that you have to establish ahead.
No problem. It's on the contract for every 50 ambulance. It is a contract for the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Pardon?
It is a contract for, I'm saying upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes.
It is a contract for the every 50 ambulance.
If the contract is for 200 ambulances in tranches of 50.
Good, hold on. So that contract for 50 ambulance is different from this one?
No. The contract is one contract for 200 ambulances, which has been broken down within the contract for every, you establish LC for every 50 tranche. So you have 4 LCs for the 200 ambulances.
No, that part I disagree with you. But if you look at the terms of the contract, it's quite clear. And it should not be difficult for you to accept because really it doesn't put you in any problem at all. That does not put you into any difficulty. I don't know the Minister of Health, the Minister of Finance. So for me, if you accept that, then it doesn't put you in any difficulty.
See, the problem I have in accepting that for you, for you is that in there are letters that confirm that both from government and from our principal, that is for every 50 ambulances. That confirms that. And I'll be tendering those letters in. So I cannot go against what the letters say and the contracts say because I was the agent at that time. Jakpa business was the agent.
hold on. LCs on site. Payment shall be in euros. First, we said there shall be no advance payment.
Yes.
What does advance payment mean?
What it means is that you are not the supplier was not going to be paid any cash, any money for him to use in procuring all the accessories and everything to manufacture. So the manufacturer will use his own money to buy the ambulance vans, all the accessories from across the globe, with the security from government being the LC. And the LC has conditions precedent.
Hold on. Yes, advance payment don't mean paying in advance of the delivery of the goods.
They said no advance payment.
Yes, advance payment means that you are paying before the goods are delivered to you.
No, they said no advance payment. Not that there's advance payment. Yes. No advance. Mean that you will not pay.
Yes, until the goods are delivered to you. And also.
Yes.
Yeah, so until the goods are delivered, you don't pay at all.
You don't pay.
Also. So, and then also, it goes ahead to say that payment shall be in a free manner. LCs on site of goods. In fact, what is the even LC on site of goods? What does it mean?
What LC on site of goods means is that when you ship the documents, when you ship the goods, when you ship the goods from your port of origin, the bill of lading of the goods is what you use as
LC on site of goods means when the goods have been shipped.
They have been shipped.
And then the goods have been delivered in Ghana.
No, when the goods have been shipped. Because you have gone to do pre-shipment. So what I'm trying to explain is that so you use the bill of lading. You use the bill of lading. You use the bill of lading.
You establish the LCs after pre-shipment inspection. No dispute about that.
No, the LC is established as soon as you sign the contract. You establish the LC, and that becomes the security comfort for the supplier to invest his money.
It says LCs on site of goods are returned upon the signing of the contract.
Yes.
For every 50 ambulances.
Yes.
Yes. Which contract is this? It's not a contract for every 50 ambulances. So under this main contract, this was like the main contract.
The main contract and LC for every 50 of the 200. So the contract is not saying that government should establish one LC which is 15.8 million euros for the whole 200 at a go. No. Government has a bulk contract of 15.8 million euros. Now, this contract will become, the ambulance will be coming in tranches of 50 ambulances. So you establish your LC for the 50. When that 50 have been delivered and everything sorted out and handed over, another LC is established for another subsequent 50 until you finish all the 200. That is what the contract says. So the LC that was established.
Even then, hold on. I don't agree with your explanation. But even then, this explanation, that's not what happened in this case.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, that's not what happened. Yes, because the LC was established even before pre-shipment inspection.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
There was no pre-shipment inspection. So, so it means there was no basis for the LC to be established in the first place.
No.
Really not your problem anyway.
Right, that place, in that particular place, you are getting it wrong. You may have patience for me to explain to you. You are getting it wrong there because when you establish LC, the LC had conditions precedent for it to be honored. And the condition precedent states that you can only cash the LC when you present shipping documents, which is bill of lading, to the Ghana International Bank of the buyer. Before the LC can be honored. So even though the LC was established upon the signing of the contract, was supposed to be established upon the signing of the contract, it cannot be cashed or honored. It becomes a form of security for the supplier to invest his own money. And when he ships the ambulances, he can then send a bill of lading to your bankers to then honor the LC, because that is a condition precedent.
But in this case, even the LC was actually cashed. Everything. That payment was actually made before the goods were shipped.
No.
The goods got to Ghana.
No.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't have the supply. There is no way under the sun he could have cash the LC before the shipping document, which were condition precedent, was presented to Ghana International Bank. Even when he presented the documents to Ghana International Bank refused to honor the LC, raising issues of discrepancy, which came back to Bank of Ghana, which later went to the Ministry of Health, and then Animana authorized Bank of Ghana through Ministry of Finance to pay because they had sorted out the discrepancies with Big C. That time, around this time, or the ambulances had already arrived in Ghana. You are not privy to this one, I'm telling you.
In my view, if we agree to this theory, it's so simple, the theory of the case.
Not agree to the way you want to go, the way you want to go about it.
So let's agree. Let's describe it that way. Let's describe it that way. Do you want to go about it?
Okay, fine.
Say it this way. It makes it simple.
Yes, it will make it.
It doesn't also involve. It doesn't involve any difficulty for you.
Yes, I agree. I understand your point. That it doesn't.
When you say there's no advancement, yes. When you say there's no advancement, ordinarily meaning in Ghana that you don't pay until you get your goods. Now the contract here, even the clear terms, unless maybe you guys did not draft the contract, it says everything on site of goods shall be established upon the signing of the contract for every future.
No, the contract was drafted by government. It was done by government.
Oh, yes.
And it was an LG department perused the contract and approved the contract for government.
It is not a problem whether they approve it. Every contract that's why approved before later when they implement it, then problems.
You see, what the difficulty I have with your position is that, you see, frankly speaking, fine, as you are saying, if I agree to your position, how you want to go about it and how you want me to go about my answering questions and things, if I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest because I know that is not how it's supposed to be, and I'll be dishonest in such a way that I'll be assisting for someone I know is completely innocent about this. For example, to force him to be jailed because I knew something was wrong, was not the way, and I decided to keep quiet and to answer the question in a way that will make your case better for you to jail him. I'll be battling with my conscience. That is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue with Unikulende, when I went to Unikulende's place, anytime you bring this issue, that is my problem I'm having. Because me, for example, I am in this case because I'm innocent, and I'm going to...
Ente, abusianfo, audio we na kwa fansem abano. So Godfred Dame, prepare yourself. Men kame ye wa ka MPP free power no brano. Ka me mo bia kura nya den ente minka. But because you know say enkrofo no wo dockets, and at the end of the day, you know, the Chief Justice ni honuma umbe maintain mamen defend na maintain Chief Justice no se na be ya masem ba e be boatu agu won ne eba o ka wanu tuma ya kran ko mu review anyway we live to see. That was the Anthony Ohono.